Hey friends, it's Jennifer. I hope you are doing well. In today's video, I'm going to show you how I made card number 2 for the playing card challenge for this year. This is the snowflake card. If you want to see how I made my cards, I made them from cereal boxes. I'll link that video in the top where you can go back and see how I made the cards for January. I decided to do my cards for the month of January in a blue theme because it's cold where I live. And so we've already done the first card. The second card, I decided I had some snowflake fabric left over. And so I decided to use a piece of this on the card that I used here. And it is had some snowflake tissue on it. So I decided to go with some snowflake fabric on it. I did not decide to use prompts for this month. Last year I did use prompts where I just made a list of a bunch of different things and threw them into a jar and then drew out every week what I was going to use that week for a card. I still may do that for this year, but for the January cards, I just decided that I would make them blue themed and like a cold or like in this situation, it's got snowflakes because it does snow here some in January. We just had a snow. So I decided to use some snowflake fabric and some snowflake tissue paper. So here I'm just taking the fabric and gluing it down with just some regular school glue. I frayed the edges before I did that. And now I am going to take some of these oil pastels. I've just recently learned how to use these. I picked these up at a discount store, Ollie's, if anybody's ever heard of that. And so I just got a set of them. And basically, you use them, you rub them on or like color them on, and then you use your finger or something to smudge them. And so I just recently started learning how to use these, and I really love them. So here I am just going over the edges of that fabric and some of the fabric and smudging it out with an oil pastel crayon. Now, because this card has snowflakes on the tissue pattern, I decided to go in with school glue and do like you did in elementary school and just trace out a snowflake here with the Elmer's glue. And I'm going to use some glitter to put on top of that glue to make it look like a snowflake. Now I've pulled out a word and a few little embellishments. I made these words on my printer and used a label stamp and stamped them. I will try to link the video where I made those, or I showed you how to make those, but you can go back and look on my channel where I've made some ephemera myself. So this is just a word. It's called fearless. It's called fearless. It is fearless. And I've just got some flower embellishments. I don't know where I got these from. I've had them for years, so I'm just gluing those down right above that word. And here I'm also picking out some other little embellishments that I've made. Um, these were from collaged extra pieces of scrap paper, and I stamped over top of it. So here you can just see me going through and trying to decide which one I want to put on the card. The hardest part about trying to decorate anything that you've created is using the right elements or picking out the right elements. Here I am just using something else that I've picked up and just glued on there. It's a piece of paper that I had torn, and so I'm just going through and gluing that down. I also found some blue paper. I don't believe these are snowflakes. I think they're flowers, but I kind of liked the blue with the white. Now I'm going to use my alphabet stamp, some Tim Holtz ink, archival ink, and I'm just stamping the number 2 on there just so that I'll know that it's the number 2 card. I always write on the back anyway. So I took it over to my sewing machine and sewed around the edge, and of course, the glue wasn't totally dry on the snowflake there. So I just took some more glue. I had already messed it up, so I messed it up so much I couldn't even see the snowflake underneath. So I thought I would try to redo it, but I wound up not doing that. So I wound up just putting some more glue on it, just dabbing it on there and putting more glitter on the spot just to make the blue glitter there. And so now I'm just going to ink around the entire card. And here it is, the number 2 card there. Now, if you've seen my previous videos, I've decided for this year that everything I do, I'm going to put a heart on the project just to remind myself to love others and to love myself better this year. If you've ever had issues with loving yourself or taking care of yourself at all, you'll know what I'm talking about. So I decided to put a heart for 2025 on everything that I do just to remind me that um, to love myself better, to love the things that I do, and to take care of myself better. And this has been a good reminder so far for me. So here it is, the completed card number 2 for 2025. I hope you guys enjoyed this and it inspires you to make your own cards. I'll see you next time.